Alright guys, this video is on the highly anticipated Venus, planet, pool, and so much more token that's going to be coming out as part of the Mars ecosystem. A lot of people have been waiting for this. The devs have been working really hard, and it looks better than I even expected. Probably greater than anyone expected. There wasn't a lot of information. We didn't know exactly what was coming, but I think it's going to be well worth the wait. I think the people who held with Mars are going to be rewarded for that. Because as it says right here, if you check the documentations, they just updated it. Go to the Cosmos Finance website, go to the documentations, and you'll see Evolution to Venus on the left-hand side right here under Roadmap. And that's where I'm getting all of my information, and that's where you guys can double check everything I'm telling you and look into it even deeper. There's a lot going on with Venus, so much that this video is going to be more of a general overview of all the different features and improvements. And I'm going to be making even more videos on specific features and improvements that Venus is making on Mars. So again, this video, general overview, I'm going to get into it right now. So the first thing you want to know is, how do you get Venus? Well, you can stake Mars in the new pool, and that's how you're going to get rewarded in Venus. It's going to burn up the Mars and give you Venus in return. And it says the amount of Venus tokens that you get will depend on the amount of Mars burned in that pool, as well as your overall boost percentage across all your farms. And the boost percentage is another way of burning tokens. So the way that Venus operates in a large part is by burning Mars, which in turn is meant to benefit Mars holders and the early investors in Mars. And that it says right here as well. In other words, every Mars holder who is supporting the Cosmos ecosystem by burning Mars using Boost or Lucky will get rewarded. There's going to be huge upgrades on Lucky and Boost. I'm going to get into the upgrades after I tell you a little bit on how you get Mars, when we can expect it. Well, when can you expect it? It says right here on the week of June 7th. So it's June 1st right now. So I'm guessing anywhere during next week. So 1 week from now, sometime in that next week, that's how I'm interpreting when we can expect Venus. And the improvements are pretty awesome. They pretty much took every feature that makes Cosmos unique and improved upon it greatly. And we're going to get into that. Before that, they say that in terms of marketing, we're going to be seeing ad campaigns on sites like DappRadar and PooCoin, as well as some official partnerships. I know a lot of people were concerned about marketing, and this is one thing that we definitely needed, to put ads on different sites and to inject a little bit of money behind marketing. Also, just as a reward to Mars participants, if they're going to take a snapshot of all the addresses holding a certain supply of Venus, and we're going to receive a Mars NFT if you qualify. And it's also saying that potentially the badge can have some unique benefits in the future Cosmos DAO. And a DAO would be basically a voting proposal system. So usually they'll have requirements like you have to hold this many tokens, etc., etc. And what they're saying is, if you have this NFT by participating in this, in the future when there's voting rights, you might have like the ability to do something extra. Or let's say like you have to have 10,000 Mars. I'm making this up, but let's say you have to have 10,000 Mars. Well, if you don't have that much money, then if you've been participating since the beginning, you just don't have a lot of money, and you have this NFT badge, then maybe you don't have to have that minimum amount to create a proposal or so and so forth. Or another example, again, I'm just theorizing. Generally, when you vote in these types of DAOs, your wallet gives you a percentage vote. So the more token that you have, the more vote percentage you have. And this NFT might counterbalance some of that. So you don't necessarily need to be rich, but be a participant, a long-time holder in the system, which I think is a good way to spread out voting power, not just amongst the people who hold the most tokens, but amongst people who have been around for this whole time as well. So I think that's good. Here it goes over more about how the whole theme of Venus is burns and burning Mars. And that's pretty much how this whole thing is going to operate. And basically, the more we participate in that, the more we can boost the Mars ecosystem by burning. So now let's get into some of the improvements that Venus is going to bring to the ecosystem. And I think this is probably the best part about this and the meat of this video. And like I said, there's going to be future videos explaining in detail these specific things. And this is a general overview of what we might expect in the coming weeks when Venus is released. So, improving on the tokenomics. They want token emission and supply improvements. Harvest lockup evolution. Harvest tax. The more you wait, the less you pay. I think that's dope. That's awesome. So basically, if you wait longer, the longer you wait on your harvest, the less you have to pay on a tax. So that's going to promote holding tokens and not instantly harvesting. It's going to give you like a scale and a lot more options. The following is in consideration. If included, will have a unique spin. A transfer tax that will basically just go to burning tokens, and an anti-whale system. I think the anti-whale system is pretty non-controversial. I think the transfer tax is going to be controversial. A lot of people aren't going to want a transfer tax. Some people are. The good news is, people who already hold Mars, we've already bought and have our Mars positions, so we're not going to have that entry tax that other people, newcomers, will have. But on the same thing, it might be a barrier of entry for new investors if they have to pay that tax. So I think the transfer tax is going to be something that's going to be highly debated, and I'm not even really sure what I think about that. I think if there was a transfer tax already, I would want to keep it, but I think that since there isn't a transfer tax, I'm not sure if I would want one implemented. Although, of course, the taxes could be going to good things like burns, but I don't know. I think that's going to be highly debated. On the next improvement, we have boost improvements. These are going to be big-time improvements. This is going to really help the ecosystem, I think. Overall boost for farms, pools, which will be dependent on your burned, locked Venus. I think that's really great. I think the way I interpret that is when it calculates how much boost you're going to get, it's going to depend on how much you're burning and locking up. So you can't just have super tiny burns and boost up a pool and then put all your funds into it. So I think that's going to really help. The boosts are going to be more dependent on how much you're burning, which I think is a necessary improvement. So that's going to be great. Individual boosts for specific farms in proportion to your deposited tokens. So that's pretty much exactly what I was just saying as well. Each boost will have an impact on your next harvest time. So not only you'll see boosts have more improvements by reducing harvest time, and also some boost caps. So maximum amount of boost. So there's also going to be some questions raised naturally. I think these improvements are going to be on the Venus side. So what my questions would be are, is this going to affect current pools that we have, like the Mars pools that we have right now? Is this just going to be on the Venus token, and which is going to improve Mars because you need to stake the Mars to get Venus and burn it? So there's some questions there, but great improvements. But any new features are going to raise questions. So it's healthy to ask questions and get everything, get all your questions answered. So make sure you guys are participating on the Cosmos socials, Twitter, Telegram. Make sure you have your questions answered and make sure that everything is clear to you. Because there's a lot of good improvements here, and we want to make sure that we know exactly what is and isn't part of it. Okay, another great thing, referral program. This is going to help a lot with marketing. It's going to help people in the community with skills. Like, take example me, making videos. People will be able to use my referral link to give me an income to keep making these videos. And of course, I'm going to have my referral link for you guys if you do want to help me out when it is updated and available. But it's not just about me. Let's say I already know personally people are showing me really good graphics that they've made. I think his name is Nice Crypto Hash or something. I'll make sure I get the correct name for you guys. I haven't posted any of his art yet, but he's sending me Cosmos art, and I've seen him post it in the Telegram. So that's another person that you could use his referral link to kind of promote him to keep pushing and keep marketing. And other people are going to see that and also take it in their hands to do technical analysis and make posts. Or basically what I'm saying is everybody in the community has a unique skill and a unique way to market this project. And the referral program gives us an opportunity to use each other's referrals and fund people who are boosting Cosmos, or just your friend. If you and your friend both have Cosmos, you can refer each other. So I think the referral program is great. I think some people have they have a bad image, but I don't think that really, I think the majority of people enjoy referral systems. I think that percentage is growing. And I think even the biggest companies like Amazon do referrals. Steam did referrals for a while. So I think it's great. I think it'll really help me especially, and I think it'll help everybody else who's in the Cosmos community pushing it forward. All right, other improvements. This is at the end of the page, but these are big improvements. Lucky, the I Feel Lucky on your harvest pools, using a new true random generator being built together with one of our partners. Lucky will give us some new unique advantages if you're lucky. So there's not a lot of information there, but what that tells me is that they're thinking about the Lucky system and how to improve it, because as it stands right now, I don't really see much reason to use I Feel Lucky. You might as well just wait for the harvest time, you know? So the good news is they're going to improve upon it. They're thinking about ways to make it better, and we're definitely going to see that. The other last improvement they have on this is black holes. Changes will be made to benefit Venus. So there's not a lot of information there, but I guess you can expect some changes to the black hole system to benefit the Venus, which in turn will benefit Mars because the Venus is burning Mars. So that's pretty much the meat of it. I'm going to make specific videos on each of these things and what I think about it and how the community can participate. Remember that the Boost Olympics is going to be closing on Thursday. So by Thursday, we're going to have, I want you guys to show me who has the highest boosted pool and who has the highest single burn. So I'm going to be the first one to make the post and show you guys the screenshots and how to participate. And that will be on Thursday. The other thing I want to say about Venus, is what's on this documentation might not be everything that's included, and it might not be exactly how it's included, because one of the things they stress about this is they want it to be community driven. So if people have good ideas, or if people don't like certain things on this, it might still be changeable in the development of Venus. So keep that also in mind. Make sure your opinion is heard. Follow all the Cosmos social medias. Like this video, comment, and like I said, we're going to be making a lot more videos on Venus because it looks like there's a lot of good improvements and a lot of cool features to come. I appreciate you guys, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you around later.